Over the future of Aston Villa tonight after it was reported that the club owes around £4 million in unpaid tax.
Well, the club dismissed Chief Executive Keith Wyness yesterday, although there's no suggestion his departure is related to the debt. Our sports correspondent Steve Clapp is here. Steve, problems at Villa. Can they afford this tax bill?
Well, one of the problems seems to be basically economics. The club for a long time has been spending far more money, mostly on player wages, than it's bringing in. How's that been possible? Well, because of owner Dr. Tony Xia. He's been bankrolling the clubs, sending money every month from China. But it would seem that that has stopped. It's not clear quite why, although there are suggestions it could be the Chinese government may be unhappy with such huge sums leaving the country to be spent on a foreign football club. Well, I spoke to football finance expert Professor Ellis Cashmore and asked him about that massive unpaid tax bill.
Really, nobody seriously forgets to pay a £4 million tax bill. I know the explanation is that it's difficult to get money across from China, and I accept that, but Tony Xia would surely have known this. And it really reflects what's been going on at Villa Park for the best part of a decade. Things have been financially toxic down there, and we really don't know what the true story is. Tony Xia came in. He lost money heavily in his first year, less so in the second year, but now he faces a future in the Championship where he knows he can't make money. In fact, it's going to be difficult even to break even. So now the question is, how much more money is he prepared to plough into Aston Villa? If the answer is not very much more, then Villa face a much more modest existence for the foreseeable future.
A modest existence, eh, Steve?
You
don't. I mean, how realistic is that?
Well, we all knew Aston Villa would have to make changes financially if they weren't promoted. But I think it's now becoming clear that those changes need to happen quickly and the cuts need to be fairly dramatic. Some big-name players could end up going cheaply just to cut the wage bill. Others, like Jack Grealish, a player who loves Villa, likely to be sold for 20, maybe £30 million to ease the situation.
And what about the club itself, Steve? Could it be sold?
Well, a spokesperson at the club told us Aston Villa is not for sale. Will that change? Well, that will depend on owner Dr. Tony Xia. Can he find a way to urgently get more money freed up for the club? And how long is he willing to keep doing that? Of course, selling the club is only possible if there is a buyer. And right now, Aston Villa probably isn't worth very much to anyone.
All right, Steve, we'll keep a close eye on this one. Thanks very much for the update.